Hey everybody, it's Tipsy Tuesday.
Who's ready for Tipsy Tuesday? What's it called when you do the chicky? Look how pretty!
A fun weekly show where we grab our favorite drink. Salud!
Diana!
I see, it's nice.
We take our bras off.
Somebody just wrote chicken.
And we laugh at people from around the world.
Yeah, I want some cheese and crackers. Of course I do.
Sometimes we even have guests.
So put your jammies on.
It's time for Tipsy Tuesday.
Oh, look at this!
Surprise!
Surprise! We got a guest tonight. Her name is Missy.
Why do we look like an angel and the devil, or like
I was about to say, how am I brighter?
I don't know, but you look like you're about to do an interview.
Yes.
You're like, thank you for coming to this interview. We have a number of opportunities open at our company.
Yeah. I'm going to say the word bandwidth a lot. I'm going to say bandwidth and growth opportunities.
I'm going to say things like bourbon. Just sleep in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Yes. And cheers. I made myself a fancy drink.
What's so fancy about it? What is it?
It is seltzer water with tart cherry juice in it because it's supposed to help you sleep. And guess what? It's awful.
I was going to say, that's what you call a fancy drink?
It's sad. It needs a lime or something.
Sad. Is that the new dog?
Yes, this is. Look at her little face. She's so cute.
What's her name?
Her name is Gabby, and she's visiting. She was Aunt Lynn's dog, and now she's with my Aunt Beanie, who has this. She's a rower, like a for real rower in a boat, not on a machine like I do, and she's going to Chattanooga for a race. And so I said, well, we'll keep Gabby while you're going.
What breed is she, said Joanna?
She is a Cavapoo.
What? Cavalier?
A Cavalier and a poodle. There's a very busy poodle running around.
Right? Everybody wants to be with the poodle.
Everybody does. I'm like, is it
That'd
just
be great? But wouldn't it be great if they did that with like people's names? Like your kid would be Jera Issy?
Yeah. You could be DeJason.
DeJason's. Be like, what breed is that? It's a DeJason.
It's a DeJason.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Jamis.
Mm-hmm. All the doodles. Yep. All right. So I have something special planned for us.
Perfect.
It'll go great with your dumb cherry drink. No, it won't.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be great with my...
Are you going to drink it?
I am, because it's the fancy mineral water is what I got. And the tart, it's supposed to help with sleep.
It's not gonna.
It's not. No, what's going to happen is going to make me pee all night long.
Yeah. Okay.
Not good.
That sounds, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
Okay.
So there is a game that I used to play on the radio all the time, and it was one of my favorite games. Are you ready?
I think I am.
Okay.
I think I am. Remember, I'm dumb at 9.
I was going to say, you still look like you're about to run an interview. So can you loosen up a little? Like what would...
If I do... This is what I will look like as soon as we hang up, but there will be no makeup.
Okay, but that looks like party. Put that hair up. You got a clip?
I don't.
Or just hold it up like that.
Okay.
All right, here's the game.
Okay.
And you can all feel free to play the game.
Okay.
It's a very simple game called Would You Rather. Mm-hmm. So here we go. And keep in mind, I've started drinking.
Okay, you've started drinking.
So here's the thing: is I'm going to ask you the question, and then I'm going to try to guess what your answer is,
And then I try to guess what yours is.
my answer is. Now, here's the thing: is that whenever you play Would You Rather, everybody got to have all these questions. Well, what if are we on a boat? How long would this? It's not.
You got it.
Questions.
Okay.
Just this or this. Here
This
we
or
go.
this. Okay.
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? What would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
I know what I'd like. I think I know what you would like.
I think I know what you would say.
Yeah.
All right. I think, well, why don't you say what yours is?
What I would say.
Or should I tell you what I think?
Yeah, tell me what you think.
I think you would pick 150 years in the future because 10 minutes in the future is stupid. What am I going to do with 10 minutes?
I was going to say 10 minutes into the future. First of all, if 10 minutes into the future, there's like a masked murderer with a machete and like a Rottweiler or something, I would like my 9 minutes to not be in terror. I don't want to see that coming.
No.
In 150 years, I want to see what's happened to my grandkids, my great grandkids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we had the same answer.
Yeah, I would have assumed that for you, for
10
sure.
minutes. What are you going to do with 10 minutes? I don't need that in my life.
No, that would just be annoying.
All right, here's one. Would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? Okay, hold on. Would you rather have telekinesis where you can move things with your mind, or telepathy where you can read people's minds? Okay, I know what do you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to guess that you said you would rather have telekinesis to move things with your mind.
Yep. I would rather read people so I know exactly who to not waste my time on, right? I need to know I don't know. I just think it would be very, very interesting. And think of how I could like manipulate a situation. I mean, it would probably get exhausting.
Wasn't there a whole movie with what's his name where he could read? Well, there was one with Jim Carrey, and then there was the one with what's his name who everybody hates now. You know what I'm talking about?
I can't remember
His name. I could see his face. He was in the movie with the cop. He was a cop with Daniel Glover.
Oh, Mel Gibson.
Remember, he was in a movie where he
Yes.
Mind.
What Women Want, or What Women, something like, was that one? Is that what I'm thinking?
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think my answer is?
I was going to say for you, telekinesis, because you're always moving stuff around. You're always busy. You got all that laundry, the flipping and all of the stuff. You are rearranging things constantly. Like your furniture gets scared when you walk in the room because it knows it's got to move again.
So I did say telekinesis, but only because I already don't want to know what people think of me. I could not handle. I don't want to read your mind. I think it's best that some people's minds they keep to themselves. Yes. I don't want to hear about what you hate. It's too much.
Well, that's why I was like, I know who to stay away from. Mm-hmm. Ooh, and I know we're not supposed to ask questions. I wonder if I could have a whoomp, like a just not you, not you, not you.
Oh,
like
no, it's you read everything.
Saying. So the whole time they're talking to me, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's asking, when did we start hating Mel Gibson? Don't you remember he was going on all of those rants?
He said some pretty
Said some stuff.
like and not
Not
no, everybody stop growling. And it was like not acceptable.
Yeah.
It was definitely not good.
And we were like, no, thank you, Mel Gibson. All right, this is a good one. This is where lines will be drawn. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every song you ever hear?
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather be forced to sing or dance to every song you hear? This answer is easy. For you, you already picked, right?
Oh, yeah, I already picked. I picked mine, I picked yours.
You would rather sing.
Absolutely.
Yes. You're a singer. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think that you would want to dance.
Missy, how could there be a better answer? What
Right.
if you were out and you were getting communion and then you would just start dancing?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, hallelujah.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
to dance. I basically sing along anyway. Dance is the answer. Okay, here we go. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? This is going to divide the audience. I can already. What?
It's hard because I already have true love. So basically, I'd be making the decision: do I have to give up my true love for the love?
Yeah, you're going too deep. You're ruining it. True love or lottery? True love, lottery, true love. I already have true love. No, you can't have both, Patty. Lottery, and sing. Win the lottery. True love is overrated. Listen, here's something to think about. True love 50% of the time ends in divorce. Girl, the lottery don't lie.
Lottery doesn't lie, but I'm also 57. Like, if I get a divorce, I don't know.
It's Coley. How much is this lottery? Just so we're.
I was about to say, if I'm winning $50,
You can't ask questions.
how much is the lottery? Yeah.
Huh. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do this without feeling like I'd be casting Jeremy away.
No, we're gonna for this. Jeremy doesn't exist.
Jeremy doesn't exist. If Jeremy doesn't exist, I'm going for the lottery.
Yeah, I mean, present company excluded.
Present company excluded. The lottery.
Present company while I sit in his house while wearing his T-shirt excluded.
See, now you're just bragging. I can't fit in Jeremy's T-shirts.
because he's like Dora the Explorer size.
He's my little pocket husband. And I put on one of Jeremy's shirts. He's like, why are you stretching out my shirt?
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. This one is weird to me because I don't know who would pick this. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for 10?
Okay.
What? How is this? Isn't everybody going to pick the same one?
I would go for the coma.
Wouldn't everybody go for the coma?
Right?
Right?
I would come read to you. I would sing you songs.
I would tell you about the lottery I just won.
The lottery I just won.
Leslie said jail for 5 years. She's the only one that said jail. Yeah. Oh, Renee said jail. Somebody said coma. I would probably lose weight. Coma. At least I get some sleep.
So
Jail. I don't have 10 years left.
But
Yeah,
I don't feel like a coma.
Why?
Yeah. I'm like, I wouldn't know. So.
Yeah. Jail. You'd lose 5 years of life or you lose 10 years of life in coma. Yeah. I don't think anybody's taking that into account. I don't want to be in jail. I'm not. This isn't wouldn't do well.
No, No,
Maybe it wouldn't do well as a coma either, but I wouldn't know.
I was about to say, if what I like about the coma is that I'm not aware.
That's what I'm saying.
Jail, we'd know.
Very aware.
Everybody would know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see this one? I don't think anyone. Yeah. Okay, this is a good one. Are you ready?
Mhm.
This is the hard one. Here we go. Would you rather have it so everyone you know would be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history?
Kind of the same thing.
I was gonna say, if my history and the stuff that gets Googled on this computer, I'm gonna be like, it was the internet.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah.
So what do? Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? Everybody's going internet.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Easy peasy. Internet, so boring. Internet.
Yeah,
Tell-
internet.
Tanya's like, jail. She's still doing it.
Coma. I picked coma again. Yeah.
Oh, this one's hard. Would you rather? This is really hard. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or give up the internet for the rest of your life? What else is there?
Coma.
Could you imagine giving up heating and air conditioning for the rest of your life?
Dina,
Live in the mountains?
When I get hot.
Yeah, it's gross.
I can't.
Or give up the internet for the rest of your life.
I don't.
Everybody said give up internet. Lucy said I would die without AC.
I was about to say, I really think that the things that would happen to my personality with no air conditioning,
It wouldn't be.
it wouldn't be good.
No.
You wouldn't.
Can I have a fan? No.
Can I?
It's like, can I have that little thing that hangs around your neck and just like that?
Yeah, I got one over there. Can I have a fan? Right? Can I have a lot of blankets? And what's interesting is none of us seem to be worried about getting cold.
No, we'd be frozen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's something kind of appealing. Like, do you ever wonder? Like, we had a little bit of both. Like, when we grew up, there was no internet, so we had the first half of our life sans internet, which meant that we had to have personalities or get arrested or something. But one of those two things happened, where our kids only know one way. And like, what would happen to them if you just took internet away for the rest of their lives?
They wouldn't even know how to look something up in the library. They wouldn't know what to do. Exactly. They wouldn't know what to do. No, for me, heating and air. And I don't know, because your internet is your whole job.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything.
But you have to remember.
Think about this. How are you going to get, say you wanted to go on a trip, how are you going to get there? Girl, that includes your car, your phone. You got to use a map like an animal.
Do you know I have an atlas in my car? I don't know how to use it, but in case I have an emergency, I have an atlas.
No, and all your friends would be people on your street. You wouldn't have friends in Delaware. I wouldn't even know you. I would never see you again. I couldn't get to your house. I wouldn't be able to call you. Would I?
You could call me.
What is control now? I could still call you. I could call you.
You could call me.
I got a little confused with electricity.
Yeah. I was about to say, we're not like, you're like, I could use my car. I could use electricity. Here's the thing though. But think about this. The rest of us are also going without the internet. So you're only going to be talking to the people who don't get hot. You're going to be gone. We all pick different. You're going to be on the internet alone.
And I'm just telling you, like, we would be able to talk on the phone, but you would never make it to my house with an atlas. Just so you know.
No.
I could get to your house, but you're not getting anywhere.
No. I got lost coming
you would
home
be stuck.
today from the lab court.
Yeah.
You're not.
You're not going anywhere. Okay, this is gross.
Awesome.
This is weird, but I have an answer.
Do you?
Would you rather swim in a pool of Nutella or a pool of maple syrup? I have so many questions. Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup? This game got real kinky all of a sudden.
It really did.
I mean, the answer's obvious.
Nutella.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Donna said neither. Donna, then you not playing.
No,
You don't have to hate neither, Donna.
it's not an option.
Who's picking maple syrup? Molyneux. Why?
You're gonna get bugs.
Kendra was like, coma? Listen. Somebody's like, Nutella's too thick. You'll probably drown. Listen, nobody dies in this scenario. You're either in a pool of Nutella or a pool of maples. I don't even like when I pick up the maple syrup and there's some sticky maple syrup on the outside.
Nutella. That's what I'm
Nutella, and I'll be like,
and creamy. You know, have you ever been to a spa and gotten like a mud wrap? That's what Nutella would feel like.
Then someone could lick you.
Yeah. Maple syrup.
Nobody.
You're gonna get bees.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how many people are picking maple syrup. I'm Canadian, so maple syrup. I love that you turned this into some type of cultural. In my country, we only swim in maple syrup.
Okay. Oh, you're clearly not from here.
All right, here's a good one. I'll be interested to see if I get your answer right.
Okay.
On a snowy day, would you rather stay in and enjoy the snow day or build a fort?
Oh. I know you. I know mine.
I know mine. I think I know yours. Everybody's saying it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who's building a fort?
No. You're going to send your kids out to build a fort.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But you're not going to go out there.
Yeah. Somebody did say they would build. Yeah. Leslie's building a fort. Of course she is. Deb says build.
Of course Leslie is.
You could make a snowman. You can make any. Let me put it. You went out. Are you in or you're out? I don't really care what you're doing out there. You're in or you're out. I'm
not putting pants on.
No.
If there's a snow day, there's no pants.
That's what I mean. I then become like the dogs that I hate in the rain, where I'm like, oh no, put your paw out. I can't. No.
Exactly. Like,
A lot of builder forts in here, more than I thought.
Very adventurous fort, folks.
All right, there's some good ones. Would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never go out at night? I know. I mean, the answer's obvious. Are you still thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking for you. I know for me. If our jobs are not in question, which I know our jobs are not in question, we like sunshine. We could go out.
Would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out at night?
For me, night.
Yeah.
I would never, and I feel you the same. Like I like the sunshine. I
don't know how people live without light.
Yeah. I can't even stand it when the shades are down.
Jessica said day. I hate the sun.
Really? And here's the thing, Jessica, look at me. I am the color of the underbelly of a flounder. I have to cover this up. The sun makes me itch. I love it, though.
Yeah.
I love the light.
All right, this is a good one. I think there's going to be a divide here. Here we go.
Okay.
Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef? Now let's be clear, because I feel like everybody's going to go for one answer. But here's the thing. A chef is going to make all your food, every meal, done. A maid is going to pretty much do everything else. Would you rather have a personal chef or a personal maid? I'm pretty sure I know my answer. Do you have an
I know
answer?
my answer.
Okay. I think your answer is personal chef.
You are absolutely right. And I think your answer is maid.
It is maid. Because I've recently I'm like all about cooking, even if it's crappy.
I was gonna say, you've been enjoying your cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You've been enjoying it.
And if that's all I had to do, because she was doing everything else.
Yeah. And see, my thing is, I love vacuuming. I love dusting.
Who says that?
I don't know. It's
that. Let me ask you this, because I actually had a conversation. What is the house chore that you do that actually helps you relax? Is there something?
Vacuuming. I love it. I love it so
much. Of all the chores,
vacuuming.
You turn that vacuum on, you're like, all my dreams have come true.
It's the best. You see immediate results. Immediate results. And then, you got the clear canister. I can watch the stuff go up into the canister, and then I can dump the dirt out. It is the best.
Everybody's saying, come on over, Missy. It's like, I will just come and vacuum. I will not wash a dish.
No. I don't want to touch dishes. I don't like to touch the dishes. I don't like any of the cleaning that is wet.
Oddly specific.
I know.
I don't want any cleaning that starts with the letter G. Oh, if it's gardening, I'm out.
No. Garbage, no.
Out. So tonight I have been doing Jason's laundry. Okay. I think before me, and I think he'll admit this, that he has enough clothes he could probably have clothes for a month and never do his laundry. So I do it pretty often. I don't mind doing laundry. Athena said that her laundry relaxes her. So tonight, I'm taking his shirts out, and he is meticulously fixing all the collars on the shirts. He's like, Dean, if you're going to wash them, everybody, he had this whole thing that he was doing. I don't know. And I said to him, I go, if you get me an iron and an ironing board, I will iron them for you. And he just stops. He goes, Dina, I am not going to ask you to iron my clothes. And I looked at him, I go, I love ironing. I find it like you with your vacuuming.
If I could turn on the TV and iron.
Girl, 1950s me up. I don't know if it's that sharp collar or you got to do it in a certain order. You got to do those cuffs.
I used to iron my dad's shirt when I was a kid. I do enjoy ironing. If it can be upstairs, like if I don't want the
conditions have to be perfect.
Yes. Like it has to be, I have to be able to watch TV and stuff. Like right now our laundry and it's in the basement. I'm not doing that. But I would iron my tea towels if I was all set up.
Did you hear there are some people that iron their sheets?
My grandmother used to iron their sheets. In fact, my mom.
We used to iron sheets. Penny just said it.
My mom said that my mom had a miscarriage when I was like 9, and my grandmother came to help. And what my grandmother did was iron all of the sheets in the linen closet. Wow. That's what she did. That's to help in the house. And it was a big deal for her. She ironed all of the sheets. My friend Amy irons jeans.
Jeans.
When we go out, she'll come to gigs with me. If we've got a hotel room, she's like, I got to iron your shirt before your show.
No.
And she'll iron my jeans. I'm like, I don't want to wear ironed jeans.
Pat Quesnell said, my first job was ironing at 15. I made 50 cents an hour. Friends of my mom and the brothers' t-shirts, all cotton. Wow. sheets used to get really wrinkled in the dryer. Oh, my mom used to, irons her pillowcases. Some people iron underwear. My mom would sprinkle those sheets, the clean sheets, with water, put them in the fridge, and then iron them. What?
Really?
Marie, you're doing the ironing wrong if you hate it. It's very relaxing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now
Mm.
I do have scars. I have some ironing scars. I don't
Okay.
know if you. I have it, and
Missy, that's a tattoo.
no, under the tattoo. Do you see that white line?
Oh,
See that little white line right there?
yeah, yeah.
3 times. That exact spot through the years is where I have burned myself with the iron. The literal exact same spot is where I snagged myself. It's very odd.
Yeah, no, it was really funny. I said to him, I go, I'll iron your shirts. And he was like, Paul, he was like, Dina, I'll just take them to the dry. Why would I ever ask you to do that? And I was, I was like, that doesn't, I'm a fan. I am a
I
fan.
like it. It makes me feel close to you.
Yeah.
It smells good when you iron the clothes.
I just love it. Mm-hmm. It is satisfying. All right. So your answer is personal chef.
I am not a good cooker. Like I am not a cooker lady, even when I try really hard. I'm not good at thinking about what to eat or no. So yeah, I'll clean.
Yeah. And I would rather just be
Yeah.
able to sit down for 5 minutes and then just cook something.
Yeah.
All right. All right, this is a good one. Would you rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie or be the lead in a box office bomb?
Oh, easy.
Okay, wait. You're tricking me. Hold on. Let me think.
Easy. No questions asked. Easy peasy.
I don't know. I don't think this is easy. Okay, I pick one. Let me think. What are you gonna pick? I think you have morals and ethics. So I'm gonna say you would rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie.
Nope. I thought that for you. I thought you would rather be an extra.
No.
No, Dina, the craft of acting is so much fun. The more screen time I have, the better. And if it bombs the rest of my life, I can show snippets of like, this was the worst movie ever. And I started it. And the process would be so much fun. Like you work hard all day and you go home and you go, this is going to be a terrible movie. Awful.
Everybody else is saying extra. Hold on. Here's the question again. We're playing Would You Rather with Missy. It said, would you rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie or the lead in a box office bomb? Now, originally, I thought you were classy, so I had you pick for Oscar. But same thing. Like I was in a movie, but it's never come out. So, and I actually had a line. I think I don't know. I haven't seen it.
We had a pretty big part in a movie.
Yeah, you did.
And we would call that a box office bomb.
I loved it. I went and saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
But I mean, then I remembered I only picked my answer because of Sharknado. I would have loved to have been in Sharknado as a lead because it was so bad that it was awesome.
Yes. There are sometimes I'll see a movie, I'm like, I want to play that part. And yeah, no, I think it would just, again, the process of doing it is just so much fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. When you are in, I say this like I've done it, but like if you were just an extra in an Oscar-winning movie, they don't invite you to the Oscars. You don't get to go.
Yeah, but you're not going in your crappy movie.
I know, but at least I'm not sitting at home going, okay, There I am.
That's true. All right, now this next one. I think this one's a weird question, but maybe people will answer all over the place.
As opposed to coma jail.
That's true.
Completely reasonable.
So I want you to think about this. You live right now. This is where we live right now. All of us are experiencing today, 2025, right now. Now imagine that it's 1,000 years ago. So what is that?
Like,
it's a long time ago. I'm giving you this because I think this is important to keep in mind. Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or be an average person today? Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago? So would that be 1025? I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it's 1025. All of a sudden, none of us could do math. You're royalty in 1025. Or you're just an average person today.
I know what I want.
Because, I mean, you have to think of, let's just think about toilets.
Exactly.
Think about transportation. Think about your period. And let's just talk about basic things.
Your teeth.
You have teeth.
But what do they look like?
52. I mean, 1,000 years ago, people lived to 12.
I was about to say, and here's the thing. If you were royalty 1,000 years ago, your whole life would be spent fending off people who want to attack you and seize your castle.
Yeah, everybody said I would rather be average. There was a lot of beheading of royalty.
Yes. Yeah. I don't.
I think I want royalty for the pretty dresses. Bridget, nothing in this room. Brooke.
Here's the thing.
Is that Missy?
It is.
Hey.
Brooke, you rather.
You look beautiful.
Isn't
Oh,
she?
you're so sweet. Thank you. You're so beautiful all the time.
You didn't say that to me. That's weird.
Actually, my friend your hair is really nice.
Oh, my hair looked nice. Thank you for saying that. Brooke,
No,
would
not
you
really.
rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or be an average person today?
Well, 1,000 years ago, I watched some of these. They didn't use like deodorant.
1,000 years
anything.
ago,
They didn't really take showers.
They didn't take showers.
So everyone would smell like.
But you would be
urine.
royalty. You would smell the best of the worst.
No,
people.
even them.
Even they stunk.
Uh-huh.
So you would rather be an average person today than royalty.
Yeah.
My period alone.
It's just, that's what I mean. Like, could you imagine?
I already smell bad enough.
You do smell. And that's right now.
Yeah, no, I don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's a weird question, right? I feel like my answer would change. How about if I did this? Would you rather be, I don't want to say royalty, super wealthy, well off? Give me a minute. Give me a minute because I want to make it a good
A
question.
lot of layers.
I feel like there's layers, but I feel like I'm picking a number too close. Okay, here we go. Would you rather be royalty during whenever the Pilgrims were here? Whatever that year that was. 1492, there was an ocean blue. Somewhere between now and 1492, shortly after Pilgrims. Would you rather be royalty, Pilgrims, or now? Average now.
Still average now. They got scurvy.
Is there ever a time? What if I said 100 years ago?
100 years ago, maybe the life expectancy was coming up, but there was still no air conditioning.
You're stuck on air conditioning and coma. I stopped the show right there. I heard nothing. I don't want to do any kind of housework with the letter G. I don't want to.
Yeah. But then here's the thing. Royalty 100 years ago wasn't all that long ago.
No, but you still didn't have tampons.
Yeah.
100 years ago would have been 1925. Girl, we'd have been in, was that World War One? Two.
Yeah, we would have. Okay, what about Nicholas and what's her face?
Nicholas.
You know, Nicholas and Alexandra, the ones that got shot to pieces. They were royalty in Russia.
The ones that started World War One.
Yeah.
Girl, I just don't want to go back to prohibition. I don't think we would do well.
No.
No. We would both be working the street.
And I would feel very uncomfortable with people having to like bow when they see me. I don't curtsy at me.
Like, no, get up.
Stop. That's too much.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All
Would I be the court jester? Yes.
right, here's one. This is ready?
Uh-oh.
Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
Socks.
Is anybody gonna say?
I was gonna say, and I don't even really feel like we should qualify this.
I don't.
Socks.
Mm-mm.
In fact, if somebody says underwear, I want to know what happens in their socks. Like, really? What happens in your socks
Yeah.
that make underwear the better option?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Coma. All right. We should have asked Brooke this question. Would you rather? Would you rather always have BO and not know it? Or always smell BO on other people? This is really hard. Do you want your own pain, or do you want to for the rest of your life? People are like, see Missy, I didn't see her, but I definitely smelled her.
How beautiful could I be?
You look exactly what you look like now. Everything's the same.
This package can't carry the BO.
Also smell.
We get like, if I were like the most beautiful woman in the world,
Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, and she can stink. Missy Hall can't pull that off.
So you'd rather smell everyone else?
Yeah.
So the question is, would you rather always have BO and not know it, or always smell BO on everyone else? I know.
That's a hard one.
Have it and not know it. A lot of people are saying smell it. Brenda says smell it on others. Where are you finding these awesome questions? My girlfriends are getting together for a Cape Escape. Oh, girl, I just Googled it. Google, would you rather? Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather have BO and not know it. Does everyone smell bad, or only some people? Everybody.
Everybody smells bad. See, I feel like you'd get nose blind.
I don't know. I feel like you probably smell all of it all the time. Mm-hmm.
Trying to decide what you would do.
Me?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one. I have to pick. You know what? I'll have it and not know it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the question is, do you want to be happy, or do you want other people to be happy? And you, as the light shining down on you from God, proves you picked the right one. Where I'm like, no, I'll be selfish and I'll live in hell in the darkness.
I'll be living hell. Yeah. I wonder. Would you? Okay. What if you had to pick one? Always stinky armpits or always bad breath?
I thought you were saying vagina. Thank you. I'm glad you went up. That's what an angel would do.
Okay, Dina,
And you prove a second time why you are lit so well, and I am going to the fires of hell. So, what was your question?
I don't remember. No, you have to pick
Smell
permanent
armpits or
chronic bad breath, halitosis. You always have it.
no, I don't want vapor. I can't be. I can't. 'Cause
You
I would smell it. I would, but I guess you'd smell. I could cover up. What would you? What would you? You would answer my question.
I think I'd go for vagina.
Uh-huh.
No, I think I'd go for the armpit because I could like keep them down.
Yeah, I feel like you would just start to live like that,
T-Rex.
like a T-Rex. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's a good one. If you could have one button, let me finish. A pause button or a rewind button in your life, which one would you choose? I know what you want, and I know what I want.
Okay, I think you would want a pause.
And I think you would want a rewind.
There's some just
There's some deep-seated reasons for these answers.
there
Why did you pick pause for me?
because I think that you would like a minute for everything to stop because you don't have to pause, right? Pausing so you can figure things out, plan it, do all of the stuff. Nothing else has happened around you, and you would have your stuff in order.
The rewind only goes back 10 minutes. I added that. Everybody's rewinding real far back. Yeah, no.
Oh,
No.
rewind 10 minutes. Well, then no, I want to pause.
Girl, what was you going to rewind back to?
What did I do 10 minutes ago that was so horrible that has you determined I should go back there and change it?
I thought you would be the person that would say, like, you know, I got nervous and I said the wrong thing, so I want to go back. I want to say it again. That's what I thought.
I don't care what I say.
Have you watched this show? So what are you going back to?
Okay, just some dumb stuff. Like, well, I mean, there's a couple marriages, but then even little stuff like there was this one time when I first started comedy, I was in a green room and this man goes, you know, Disney often tells me that I can recommend people for ships and you're really good. And I didn't know better. I was like, thank you. That's so nice. And then I never followed up. Like if I could rewind.
That's what you're doing?
Or,
Look at me berating you.
I was about to say, girl, you wanted me to go back 10 minutes and change something. I want to know what I did in these past 10 minutes that makes you think you definitely want to rewind.
Somebody was like, well, how long is the pause? I'm like, I don't know, like a minute. And people were like, no, I don't want it then. Well, how long are you going to pause it?
See, I thought you got to just pause till you were ready.
Yeah, but that wouldn't take you a year ago. A year long. You pause. That means like a minute, and then all right, okay, yeah, go.
Okay, well then I change. I want to pause.
So if the rewind only went back 2 minutes and the pause only lasted 2 minutes, which one would you choose?
Pause.
You not go back.
I cannot think of anything that I have done in the past 2 minutes.
I can think of like 7 things we've said so far that we should probably rewind. That's funny. All right, let's see what's next. All right. No, I don't like any of these.
What's a face? I got it. What are you reading?
What? This one doesn't even make sense. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose a day of your life every time you kiss someone?
They're not even.
I know.
It's like apple and oranges.
Just take it in. Take it in.
Take it in.
Take it in.
Who's gonna kiss me if I don't have any teeth?
There's a flaw. This is a trick question. They try to trick us.
They tried to trick us, Dina. There's a loophole.
Who's making out with me in this scenario? All right, let me read it again. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose a day of your life every time you kiss someone? You have to pick one.
Okay, don't. Well, I'm gonna go with all my teeth. I don't. Yeah, no, I can't pull that off.
No, I would go lose a day every time you kiss someone. Right? I take for granted that means that you met your person.
So then you're willing to let them go?
No, I'm just saying I would rather have more time with them. Girl, once you lose your teeth, you ain't getting.
It's true. You're not wrong.
At least I had fun. Girl, you got no teeth. Girl.
Yeah.
You got no teeth.
I got no teeth.
Yeah, keeping the teeth. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You can get implants, but they're going to fall out. Mm-hmm.
What if I knocked out his teeth too?
It would be very aggressive.
Here, now you.
Oh, that's too easy. Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 but with lots of regrets?
Oh.
Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 with a lot of regrets?
I'm gonna pick 20.
Yeah, a lot of die in 20. Janine says 100. Janine's probably 90. She's like, girl, listen, I don't got another 20.
Well, here's the thing. I'm thinking in 20. I don't think I didn't do that math in my head.
Right.
Like I'll be 58 in October. So in 20 years, I'll be almost 78.
78. I already have regrets. Can I make the slate clean? Yes, your slate will be clean.
Yeah, no, I'd like to.
Yeah, there's a lot more hundreds on here than I thought. Live to 100. I already have regrets. In 20 years, I'll be fine. Die in 20, die in 20, die in 20. I'll be 87, Jean said. Live to 100 because I could always pass on the regret to future generations and hope that they learn from my mistakes.
She's going to take one for the team.
Kate says, in 20 years, that'll get me to 90. I'll take it. I'm like,
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like,
Do it now. That's really funny. Die 100. Full of regret. So funny. All right, let's see. No. Okay, this is a fun one. Would you rather get trapped in the middle of a food fight or a water balloon fight? This is easy.
Yeah, for me, it's got to be a water balloon.
This is easy, right? I'm going to give everybody a moment to answer. Put your answers in the chat. But this to me seems like a no-brainer. Would you rather get trapped in the middle of a food fight or in the middle of a water balloon fight? Water balloon, water balloon, water balloon, one food fight. Water, water, water. I'll be 82. Water, water. What kind of food? Just food. Water, 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 water.
No, yeah.
Nobody wants a weenie to the forehead. There it is.
I mean,
The answer is water balloon.
yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is our last one of the evening. This is about to get heavy. Are you ready?
Okay.
Our last one of the evening. Would you rather die before or after your partner?
Mm.
That's a heavy question,
That's a heavy question.
right? Hmm.
You know, and I've thought about this a lot.
Hmm.
My husband's a lot younger than I am.
Hmm. Before, after, before, coma, after, after, before. Just talked about this yesterday. Before my husband. Before Denise said I need to be after.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny, right? After, before.
Yeah.
So I think I know your answer.
I think my reasons for your answer are going to be.
Yeah. All right. So I'll tell you. I think you said before.
I did.
Yeah. I think for a bunch of reasons, but it would biologically not
Biologically, it makes
not
sense.
make sense at all, and we'd all be like, "What the hell? We should have taken her." Like, I
Yeah.
mean, we would have said that to your face, but
Right. But then you'd be like, what? Yeah.
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 And I think, I mean, how would you replace a jerk? I mean, who's going to come over like Jesus?
Well, that's what I was just.
Tables and clocks and
I was going to say,
yeah.
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 It's so weird. We have this weird light in the living.
It's a Jesus light.
It went out. It just went out.
This Jesus is watching over you, and he
Yeah.
realized that he doesn't even have to put that much energy into your glowing
Yes.
self. That
Yeah,
you
it's weird.
emulate light and happy.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
No, I'm first, and I feel like you. And then a fan just turned on above my head. I don't get this.
Jesus.
Yeah, it is Jesus. So I think you need to stay because you got to manage all the stuff. There's houses, there's all the kids, and you're really
There's a lot of like secretarial work that needs to be done.
there's a lot of admin, Dina, and I feel like
you're like, Dina, please don't even die before I go, because I'm going to need somebody to help Carly through. And you're just so good with paperwork.
that's what because you're the admin. You have to stay around. I think everybody will be confused and frenzied if you're not around. Nobody's going to know. Do we go to the beach? Do we go to nobody's going to know. I really feel like you need to figure that out. Who's going to call the dumpster guy?
I mean,
Yeah.
always. Now, let me ask you, just out of curiosity, let's say in a scenario at some point you pass before Jeremy. Have you two had because as you said, he's much younger. Have you had the discussion? Have you given him your blessing? Like,
He has to wait until the dogs die. Because I don't want anybody with my dogs.
And how old are your dogs? So we get a gauge.
The youngest is
I keep getting younger and younger dogs, Steve.
I have
Every year I get a puppy.
youngest is 3.
I'm really going to always groom. Every year we get a new dog.
Everybody is like, I'm gonna live for. Yeah, no, I can't. He swears. He's like, Missy, I could never. He's like, if that happens, I'm done. It's done. I can't live without you. I mean, he doesn't mean he'd off himself. He's like, but I'm not doing life with anybody but you. I'm like, okay, you feel that now, but otherwise, I just need you to wait till the dogs are dead.
Let's take care of these dogs.
Take care of the dogs.
Is there like a secret message that you would want me to like tell Jeremy? Like I would go up to him and be like, Jeremy, this is so sad, but Missy specifically wanted me to say X. Like what? Like would there be like a last thing you wanted to say?
She hid it in the basement, but there's nothing there.
And he's down there looking. I'm like, I don't even know how to tell you where to start. She just said something in the basement.
Yeah, no, I'll have to come up. Yeah, I'll have to come up with a note for you to do. How about you? Is there a message you would want me to give?
I'm gonna have to think about it, but it would probably be like Dean, brush your teeth, or Brooke, wear deodorant. Jacqueline, brush your hair, like that.
Yeah.
You know, but I would like to have like a secret message in the walls or something that they would.
That's what we got to plan our secret message. Let's do that. Let's plan that.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, this was a great morbid way to.
I was about to say, well, now I'm sad.
All right, let me see if there's one more. Hold on. A dumb one. Let me see. Oh, that's stupid. What does that even mean?
Well, now you need to read it.
There it is. Would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions, or tattoos appear all over your body depicting what you did yesterday? Think about what you did yesterday all over your face. And just so you know, there'd be like a horny color because it says skin that changes color based on your emotions. So there'd be a horny color so everybody would know. I just wanted to ruin color changing emotions a little bit because to me, this is obvious.
I was about to say.
And there would be a farting color.
A farting color. Okay. I still don't need, my gynecology visit tattooed on my face, right? I don't. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with color. I think you would too.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Because you could just lie about what the colors mean.
You're already working some kind of lie scandal?
I am. I'm like, well, that's not a fart. No,
I'm super smart. I just thought of something really smart.
Nobel Prize.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does everyone have color changing skin? No, some people are just covered in tattoos of things they did yesterday. So everybody has something. You get to choose your poison. But if you act horny, will that be on your face the next day? Yes.
I was about to say they're going to know somehow, and I'm just going to go with color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's interesting. These are all interesting. It's even interesting looking at everybody's answers because even for every single one, there's always like a yes, this is obvious, but then there's those outliers. Those are the ones you got to keep your eye on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I do tattoos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know what? When you lie, you change a different color, and then people know that you lied. Mm-hmm. Liar. Mm-hmm. Look what you did.
It's funny. I'm trying to think of how often I lie. Like, how often would that come up?
Yeah, but I mean, is anybody ever really honest about it? Like, are you talking about like nice lies where you're like, no, that outfit looks great. Like those lies? Mm-hmm. You lie a lot.
You could crush a lot of people.
Yeah, no, it's not good. That's why, like, when you watch like Love on the Spectrum, like they are so painfully obvious and they don't mean to be mean. So like, and nobody ever really seems to like take offense, but could you imagine if people were like, you know what, that shirt, I hate it. And you'd be like, okay, cool. Let me ask you this. Would you rather be honest about everything or be with somebody who's always telling you the truth?
I can handle the truth.
No, you can't.
What are you going to say to me?
B, what are you trying to say? Think about it, like they're going to tell you truth.
But I think it could be done kindly, right?
It's not. It's just the truth. It's not colored. It's either would you rather be talked to truthful all the time? People are going to tell you exactly what they think, or would you rather be the one speaking truthful to everybody? Girl, that's
hard.
Mhm.
I thought you meant be with one person. So there was one person.
No, everybody is going to be truthful with you. Or would you rather be the person that's being truthful all the time? You can't handle the truth.
I think I'd get plenty of alone time.
I mean, that's a hard question.
That is
Right? I mean, that's what I think is just so amazing about when you watch Love on the Spectrum, because that's what it is.
It's so true.
It's just truth all the time.
And
While, and it's funny because even the families, like Connor's family, all the, I think his name is Connor, is that even the families don't ever really seem to take offense. Like, I think that they know that they're being honest, but not mean. And I think that when you grow up with that kind of mentality, like
almost like a baby will.
Yeah. And, the family seems to know. And it's just like, when he's angry, he's not really mad. That's just how, it's very interesting.
That is interesting. And, and the other thing is I think if the actual real honest to goodness truth was coming at me from everybody, you kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
You'd become desensitized very quickly.
Yeah. And I think you just start taking things for like, okay, you don't like my shirt. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. What a wonderful evening we've had.
We're so deep.
So deep.
So deep.
Deep. Yeah. So listen, everybody, let's hear it for Missy for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Michelle is working on, you're the first of our guests that we'll be having for Tipsy Tuesdays. We'll have like a guest every week and do a thing and a thing. And so this
is cool.
So Michelle's got plans. So we'll say, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow morning. I know I didn't put any smoothies out, but maybe I'll find one tomorrow that I can make. I have a lot of things here. But that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night and a blessed night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.